How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We are looking at Workhorse because it's been a very volatile stock this week. And, it's meant to be a volatile stock. It's a very high growth stock. And there is a lot of speculation on it, but we're going to go over that. We're going to go over kind of what's been in the news this week, what I've been talking about. We're also going to go over, since the fact that we didn't get the USPS contract in September, we're going to take a look at when I think we'll actually get the USPS contract. So if you guys like this kind of thing, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I actually wasn't planning on making this a video, but I really wanted to give you a video because I had a lot of people asking me in my live stream last night when I thought Workhorse was going to get the announcement that they got part of the contract, or when USPS was going to announce that. And I kind of want to talk about what I look for and how I find my information so quickly, because I think a lot of people have been mentioning the fact that I am on top of it in that way. So if you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already hit subscribe, please hit subscribe. I do videos daily on all kinds of different stocks, especially Workhorse. So Workhorse was actually down pretty significantly through the day on Thursday, and I'm making this on Thursday night. So we were down about 7.5% at one point, just massive moves down, and then it came back slow and steady, people buying back in, and we ended up, post market being up about 1% on the day, so not bad. But we had an interesting article talking about how Workhorse stock sinks as the market gains, and I heard a lot of people just being annoyed at this. It's from Zacks, and they were saying that it was about negative 0.79% on the day, while the general market was up 0.5%. Now, if you're investing in this company and you are worried that it's down 1%, this probably isn't the company for you. It's very high risk, high reward, and I've talked about that in the past. But it's definitely something where you can't just, put money in and slowly and steadily raise up. It's something that's going to be up and down. It's going to go against the market. It's going to go down maybe 10, 20% in a day. That's not something that I am really worried about unless we get news that we didn't get the USPS contract. But, I am holding long term, hopefully, and if we move up too quickly, I'll probably sell. If we drop down too fast because of the USPS contract being announced and we didn't get any of it, then I'll probably sell too. But if we get the news and it stays within $15 to $40, or if we get the news that we did get the USPS contract and it falls, I'll still hold on. So I am still holding on to this company. I think it's good long term, and I'm definitely not having some fast hands just because the stock is moving down. Now, I will say, I made a video just a couple days ago on this GC or GSA information that Workhorse got loaded up into this government website. This program sets up to have roadside assistance for a lot of different government vehicles. And if you Google, or if you search, I should say, Workhorse on their website, you can go down to the bottom and the Workhorse numbers here. And this is not the actual number to Workhorse. I've called it and I get through to some kind of drop call or something. I don't remember exactly how it goes through, but it doesn't work. So I Googled the number. It's for someone that kind of services the chassis or helps with the chassis for Workhorse. But, it is supposed to be a number for Workhorse. But, after doing some more digging, they had bought a few vehicles back 2001. So that could be it. It's kind of weird, though, because it was updated on 9/4. It's kind of speculative what this means. It's the only one that isn't like it looks really weird that the numbers kind of messed up in there, but it is something interesting to take a look at, the fact that there is an issue with this and that they're on here just in general. Now, the main question so many people have, and I apologize for coming this late to the main question: when will the USPS contract be announced? Well, the other thing that people ask me is also, how am I figuring it out? What's the fastest way to hear about the USPS contract? And this is just going to be a shameless plug for WeBull, because this is the app that I use for everything. This is the news app that I use. So you can use the link below. They did extend the offer, so I talked to them. You can get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,600 each if you deposit $100 for a couple more weeks now. They extended that. It was only 1 stock for a while that you got for free. But you can check out the link below. Sign up for this WeBull app. app, and then you can take a look at news and comments in the app for Workhorse. So what I do is I monitor the price all the time, and they have a section that's news just on Workhorse, just for articles that they pulled that have Workhorse or WKHS in the title. So it's very nice. It gives you some of the newest articles from all different sources. I know that with Google, the algorithm kind of pulls some older articles a lot of the time, but this goes by the newest mention of Workhorse. So I really like that. Also the comment section too. So a lot of the time, if a news article hasn't even been written on it yet, the comments are all over it. People are on it. So you have to be cautious listening to people, but you should definitely check that out and then just verify. That's how I'm getting my news in the quickest time possible. But when do I think we're going to get this Workhorse contract? There was something that was put out by the UPS or USPS, but there was something that was put out by USPS that gives us some insight into it. I'll show you that here in a second. But, if you Google Workhorse contract or USPS contract, there's all different kinds of dates and different expected periods of time before they announce it. A lot of us thought end of September because, there was news that was going to be when they were trying to get the contract given out by. Now, some people are saying mid-October. Some people are saying end of fiscal year, end of calendar year. There's all different kinds of information. Now, if I go back and take a look at trucks.com, and we can look here that an award is currently planned for the production phase by the end of the calendar year, the agency said in a statement to trucks.com. So at the very least, I think end of the year. Now, it could be earlier than that. A lot of people are saying mid-October. A lot of people thought end of September because it's the end of the fiscal year for USPS. There's no way of knowing for certain when it's going to be, but I would say just hang in there. If you like the company long term, I think you should definitely hold on. If you're looking for a short-term play, this is a very risky stock to do that in because, first of all, we might not get the USPS contract, but I think we will. If you think we will too, hit the like button. But I think we will get it. But we have no idea when it will be announced. We have no idea the reaction to the announcement. So I would think that the stock will go up, but if you've ever seen a stock go down around announcements, around some kind of earnings report, and the earnings were really good, but the stock still moved down, that can happen. So good news sometimes sends the stock price down. So if we get, let's say, 30% of the USPS contract and investors don't like that, or we get the USPS contract and because we got it, investors are thinking now is the time to sell, or any number of different reasons could cause the stock to go down, people trying to get out before it falls. There are a lot of different reasons that people jump in and out of stocks, and I'd be cautious if you're looking very short term. I think that is risky. Now, if you like this kind of thing, please hit the like button. Like I said, check out the link to WeBull. But most specifically, I would say if you're thinking about buying it, or if you're thinking about selling it, or if you're worried in any way about Workhorse, check out my video that I'm going to show on the end screen here. And it goes over all the bullish points of Workhorse. So this was not a super viewed video. I think 30,000 people watched 2 of my videos from Wednesday, and barely anyone watched this. And this laid out all the bullish points for Workhorse. And I think it's very valuable, especially if you're considering buying or selling it. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in just a second in this video here. Bye.